Hey there, Tamir from FibonacciTraders.com here. Welcome for another live pre-market preparations, October 18, 2023. Earnings season is heating up. We have Netflix and Tesla coming up today after the bell. So be prepared and let's see what SPY and friends might do during today. We have here futures 2 hours, we have here futures 15 minutes. We can see trend lines are the true support resistance for price action. These are called the Fibonacci channel trend lines, and as we can see, trend lines hold the support, hold as resistance, hold the support, hold the resistance, and we have this short-term trend line that holds the higher lows. So if we can see, price range is getting tighter and tighter, short continuation below the red line, long above this green trend line for now, sliding slowly, and the way for now is south. On the 15 minutes futures, US 500, we can see all this price action of yesterday's price action, very volatile day yesterday. We took some longs, we took some shorts in the premium room. If you want to join us, you are more than welcome. All the links in the description below. And if you want, I will post all the links in the chat. Let me know if you are interested. US 500, 43.60 from support to resistance, downtrend channel until proven otherwise. Let's see where price is heading. For now, the way is south. Let's make a quick recap on the daily charts. If you still did not see the daily market review, I post every day 12 a.m. Eastern time daily market review with in-depth technical analysis. Let's make a quick recap. SPY with an outside candle, engulfing candle, still this gap at the 438 is still open. 432.30 needs to hold, otherwise we have multi-top scenario and we will see 425 and 420 to the downside. QQQ, what can we say? Lower highs, lower lows until proven otherwise. This purple trend line, very tough resistance. Let's see how Tesla and Netflix earnings will affect the Qs. Netflix and Tesla earnings, bad reaction, and we will see 354 to the downside. Good reaction with high probability. We will close the week above this purple trend line, and then 375 and 381. Dow Jones 340 still very tough resistance. It was support, now resistance. We have two gaps. One gap to the downside at the 336 area, one gap at the upside at the 344 area, together with this yellow trend line. This yellow trend line, very tough resistance for the lower highs. Breaking below the 338, we will close the gap, and next support will be the 335.90. IWM holding strong above this red zone, this red support zone, very important zone of support. This trend line still holding as resistance for the lower highs. Only a weekly close above this red trend line. First, I want to see this gap getting filled, and then another week closing above this red trend line, and then with high probability we can assume that bulls of IWM are back. Bitcoin, nothing much, stuck between two levels, two Fibonacci levels, 28,130 from resistance, now holding a support. Below it, we will retest this blue trend line. Ethereum, relative weakness. We have yellow trend line, shorter time frame, lower lows. We have the purple trend line, higher, longer time frame of lower lows. Overall, Ethereum not looking good. And the 1600 from support, once again, resistance. KRE, very nice bullish day yesterday. Not surprising after few banks good earnings reaction. Now let's see, holding the 41, 42 area, maybe a touch on this purple trend line. Once again, from resistance, it needs to hold the support, and then next leg up towards the 43.30 and 44.40. For now, we are waiting for to go long above the 42.53, and when I say we, I mean Fibonacci Traders Discord Premium Room. Check the links in the description below. We have day trading idea, swing trading idea, we share ideas, we talk, we discuss, and we help each other become better traders each and every day. Crude oil, trend lines are the true support, resistance for price action, as you can see. Natural gas, inside day for now. 3 needs to hold, otherwise 286 to the downside, and then this gap, we have another gap over here. What do you think? Which gap will get filled first? The yellow one or the green one? Apple. Earnings coming up next week, I believe. Let's see where earnings of Apple. Beginning of November, still time, 2 weeks. Downtrend until proven otherwise. We have trend lines, no need to think, no need to be an astronaut. All we need to do, follow price and use trend lines to show us the way. And the way for now on Apple is south. Nvidia, gap at the 449, gap at the 395, pre-market below the 433. 423 needs to hold, otherwise, look at this. If you are a pattern trader, if you're a pattern seeker, what do you see? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. If this pattern will get validate below the 409, we will see 395 and 373 to the downside. You know that more than 85-90% of all gaps will get filled throughout time. So we have this gap, we have this gap, and we have the 306 gap. A weekly close below 373. Embrace yourself. We are heading south to the 300. Meta, relative strength. We have these trend lines. Shows us the way that as long as price is inside this channel, the way is up. Fibonacci, next resistance, 330 together with this yellow trend line. Google, also relative strength, uptrend. This red trend line, very tough resistance, but as we said, there are also good resistance. And this is a good resistance. Why? Because this red trend line shows us higher highs. And as long as we have higher highs, the way is up. What else do we have? Tesla. Earnings today after the closing bell. What do you think? How the market will react to Tesla's numbers? And remember, it doesn't matter what do you think if the earnings are good or not. It doesn't matter what do you think if Tesla is a good company or not. It doesn't matter. No one cares. The only thing that we care about is how the market will react. And we need to be prepared for both sides. Long, above this red trend line, above the 267, heading towards this gap. Short below 242, and we will see double top scenario towards the 217 gap. Follow price, use levels, trend lines, multi-time frame to manage your risk, and most importantly, identify with high probability where price might be heading next. Netflix, perfect example of why trend lines are support, resistance. Netflix 341 have a gap. Netflix not looking good going into the earnings. Let's see. Sit and wait. Don't be a hero. As a trader, your main job is to manage risk. And if you are trading during earnings, you are not risk manager. You are a risk taker. Shopify We are waiting for another day closing above the 54 area. We have a multi-bottom scenario, very strong support. If today will close above the 44 area, we will start taking our long position, and each and every level to the upside, we will add to this winning position using Fibonacci ATR to manage our risk. So after this long review, who's with me? Say hi, don't be shy. Hi Leah, Naor, Ophir, Ofer, Shlomi, Amir, Tamir, Sagi, and Faiz. Thank you very much for joining. Hit the like, subscribe, share with friends. Will be much appreciated. Help me grow this channel so we can expose the powerful Fibonacci and trend lines to more and more people, so more and more traders will stop following all these lagging indicators. Indicators, by definition, needs to give us indication where price might be heading next. But none of them do it. Why? Because they're all lagging. Let's check some intraday levels. We have Apple 15 minutes over here. We can take Fibonacci swing low, swing high. And here we have all the levels for the coming day. 175 now pre-market. Below it, we are heading towards yesterday lows. And we will start taking short below yesterday lows. We have also trend line that below 174, we are heading towards the 173 together with this trend line, and then 172 together with this trend line. Tesla, swing low, swing high from yesterday. Gapping down below 252, we have 250, 249, and 247. Meta looking good. Pre-market holding inside this channel. We drew this channel yesterday in the premium room. For now, it's holding inside. We have all the levels to the downside and all the levels to the upside, long above 324.50 towards the upper red trend line, short below 321 and breaking below this red trend line to the downside. Google 140 area, very tough resistance, long above it. We have all the levels to the upside to manage risk, short below 139, and then we have 138 and 137.22 to the downside. Take screenshots, and of course everything will be posted in the premium room. Nvidia not looking good in the past few days. Trend lines, very steep trend lines, shows us that for now the way is south. You can take also Fibonacci, and here you have all the levels. We have yesterday's gap, but for now it doesn't seem like Nvidia is heading to close this gap. Gap to the downside, heading once again towards this red trend line. In my opinion, 423 and then 413. Netflix also with earnings coming up. These are the levels that we need to follow intraday. Already pre-market below yesterday lows. 352 is next. Below it, all the levels to the downside. Shopify, pre-market, gap up. Nice price section on Shopify. And look at this. Where price is now? One extension up, and then 55.60 is next. This is why I say trend lines, Fibonacci, this is all we need to know where price might be heading next. So any requests? Hi Rafael, thank you very much for joining. Any requests? Any questions about technical analysis, chart requests, the psychology behind trading? Let me know. For now, futures heading south once again towards this trend line over here. We have also this trend line over here on the 2 hours breaking down and under. We are entering this channel to the downside, and we have a very nice. Some will see multi-top, some will see head and shoulders. What I see, what Fibonacci sees, we have trend lines that shows us we are heading south. Hi Maves, we just talked about Tesla. Once this live is over, you're more than welcome to review from the beginning. We talked about Tesla. Any other questions? Any other requests? If you want to know how to use Fibonacci on the best side, you are more than welcome to check this video. I will share this video in the chat. Check it out. Check how to use. All good, Mav, all good. No need to be sorry. No need to be sorry. Everything is fine. We are here to learn and educate. Okay, PLTR, also on my watch list. By the way, the video I shared is how to use Fibonacci. So check it out. PLTR, relative strength. This area, the 1720, needs to hold. I'm waiting for a break above 1850 and then start taking my long towards 20 and maybe even 2230. Earnings coming up big 2 weeks from now. SoFi, Over, I think you can do it by yourself. You're doing it better than me already. SoFi, swing low, swing high. What do we see? Do you want to go long on SoFi? In my opinion, we need to wait for a break above 870, short continuation below 810, and then you have all the levels to the downside. That's it. Some will see bull flag, but there's nothing bullish when you see trend lines that shows you the way is south. SE, once again, trend lines are the support and resistance for price action. Look at this yellow trend line. We drew it few days back. If you follow me on Twitter, you know this yellow trend line. Now 45.40 needs to hold the support, otherwise we are heading south to the 43. We can take Fibonacci here. 45.16 needs to hold, otherwise 42.77. FSLY, FSLY for Leah, since it broke this uptrend channel, went all the way down, closed this gap, and for now looks like the way is still south. Earnings coming up Wednesday, November 1st, so be careful. FSLY, short continuation below 1535, next support 1355. Use levels, trend lines, no need here trend lines. It's going south until proven otherwise. Let's see now futures. Let's see live if this trend line can hold. We are still inside candle after a doji, which means indecision. We need a decision. Doji is in indecision. Inside candle is in indecision. Breaking down another, we will continue our short towards the 43.37. Stay tuned for short continuation. Patience is everything. We need to be patient. We need patience in trading. If you don't have patience, you cannot be a successful trader. Sometimes we just sit and look at the charts and wait for the right moment to take action. Go short, go long, it doesn't matter. It's all about patience, setting your rules and wait for your setup to get validated. Amir usually explains that you need at least before entering a position above a certain Fibonacci level, but in many cases the price jumps to the next level. Yep. So in this case, you don't FOMO, you don't chase. You wait for a pullback. Sometimes, many times, if a price jumps, take for example, what do we have? SE is a great example. Look at SE. Look at the intraday of SE. Jumped all the way to the next level, got rejected, and gave back more than 50% of this jump during the intraday. So don't chase. Wait for a pullback and then manage your risk according. SE, for example, for now, it's good to go long, but below 44.85, or you can use also ATR to manage your risk. If you're entering, for example, now at the 46.20 and the ATR is 212, so your risk management should be 46.20 minus 212. It's 44. 44 is over here. Below this is your stop loss. By the way, if you are interested, we have the one-on-one live mentorship program or the pre-recorded program. Both programs are with me, available in English or in Hebrew. Pick your choice. Both programs, lifetime access, support, guidance, and of course, all Discord channels. We go in-depth candlestick analysis, how to prevent FOMO, how to manage risk, how to add to winning positions without fear, how to use ATR, how to use Fibonacci, how to use trend lines to tell us where price might be heading next. SE, earnings, still have time. 304 needs to hold. Otherwise, we will see this gap over here getting filled. If you are not long yet on SE, I would wait for two scenarios. First scenario, retesting the 304 or even closing this gap and then next leg up, or wait for a break above the 316 and then manage your risk according Fibonacci and ATR. What else do we have? IIL, GPS. What do we have on GPS here? Still have time for earnings. A very nice uptrend channel, as you can see. Very nice uptrend channel. Now, at the upper border, some kind of retracement will be very helpful. How do we know it? With high probability, we can know. Touched here, retraced. Touch here, retraced. Touch here, retraced. Touch here. What will happen next? With high probability, retraced. Now you can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high. And these are your levels to the downside or future resistance for price action. Let's see futures. Touched. Once again, look at here. Look at here. Once again, touched. Touched. Bounced. Small bounce, but as you can see, trend lines are the true support and our future GPS for future price action. Bitcoin, Ethereum not moving. Any other questions? Any other requests? So I hope you found this live. First, thank you very much for joining this live. If you liked it, if you found it educational, hit the like, subscribe, share with friends. It will be much appreciated. Until the next video, until the next live, trade safe, and most importantly, please stay safe.